vida, amor de amores, que todito te doy mi vida.
¿Para qué?
Mi vida, pa' que no llores.
No acostumbre mal las mujeres, Chao. Duro con ellas, que duran más.
Pero mucho.
San Diego is one of those cities poised to move in a smart direction. With an ocean that breathes life into its port and draws people to the city, it's a booming metropolis. It is attempting to manage the chaotic forces of growth, to evolve from industrial border town to a leading high-tech hub. And it's doing so through conscious urban planning. Today is the Little Italy Festival, an annual event that attracts more than 100,000 visitors for food, fun, and fiesta. It's part of a friendly, vibrant city.
Really cool, right?
A city challenged by rapid expansion. A city striving for success in a crowded 21st century.
San Diego is shocking to me. It's not at all what I expected because it's a huge city, but it doesn't feel like a big city. There really is a good vibe here, and you feel it from the minute you step off the plane.
Welcome to sunny Southern California. Bordered by the ocean, desert, mountains, and Mexico, it has miles of stunning beaches and a perfect natural harbor. The port has long been one of the city's major assets, and around 4 decades ago, city planners realized they needed to revitalize the commercial downtown to keep the city connected to its prized waterfront. Andrew heads to the Harbor District to find out what's being done.
The beautiful Victorian buildings here and save some of the great flavor that makes San Diego so different from anywhere else. And they succeeded. In the 19... and today they're some of the most vibrant and exciting streets in the city.
This reinvigoration is just one part of the concerted urban planning project by the community through new facilities, new jobs, and increased business. Most cities faced with rapid expansion respond with suburbanization. Not so for San Diego. An old dead inner city space is being rejuvenated, and one of the keys to this revival is somewhat surprising.
In so many cities, bookshops are closing, and libraries lack the public...
The community held gala events like this and raised a staggering $70 million. During the evening's festivities, Andrew catches up with the mayor, and the smart city is an actively engaged community, and all the hard work is paying off. 3,000 people enter its doors every day. Unlike many cities under threat from rapid expansion, San Diego is active. With the help of public funding, 3 spaces are bringing the community back to its urban center. Along the harbor is the ballpark of the San Diego Padres. Each game is capable of hosting almost 42,500 baseball fans. The convention center, venue for the world-famous Comic-Con, is a pop culture phenomena and draws people from all over the country. And right on the water, in the heart of the city, the international airport is connecting San Diego's downtown to the world, with non-stop flights to London and Tokyo. Facing the challenges of expansion, San Diego is making bold decisions. But it's all for naught if they don't make smart decisions.
To have well over 100,000 plug-in cars on the streets. And from the standpoint of greenhouse gas emissions, San Diego...
Together, San Diego's efforts to stay green and clean and continue its rapid growth is the port. It operates an onshore power system connecting to the city's smart grid. While berthed, each vessel is plugged in, eliminating the need to run diesel engines, drastically reducing fuel emissions and effluent. And the benefits are clear to see. It's a recreational destination and a busy working harbor.
The port, it's what connected it to the rest of the world. But I think more important is if you look at the history of the world, port cities all over the world have always been a step ahead of other people because they allow for that.
San Diego, where the desert meets the Pacific Ocean, is one of the fastest growing cities in the US, and the allure isn't a modern phenomenon. Long before Europeans trekked across the continent, San Diego was settled by sailors from Spain. And successive waves of immigrants continue that inexorable expansion. Today, technology plays a crucial role in urban transformation, and a critical success factor is the development of tech-savvy talent. With one of the highest concentrations of tech companies in the US, it's proving a magnet for new talent. Andrew wants to find out how and why. A good place to find specific answers is in one of the city's many academic institutions.
Looking ahead,
To have a shortage of people that are interested in working in this type of area. We're proud of the fact that, we developed it here in San Diego.
At the romantic glamour of Seville and Toledo in Spain. In addition to the colonial revival buildings, the 1,200-acre park was extensively landscaped for the expo, leaving a lasting legacy in the city. But maintaining older monuments won't by itself solve modern diversity problems. To discover how San Diego does it now, Andrew heads back downtown to Barrio Logan. At the foot of the Coronado Bridge,
as San Diego grew, this neighborhood was slated to be destroyed. The vision came together, and they said no.
forming a human chain around the bulldozers, construction work had to stop.
They wanted to. Today, the most prominent bridge in San Diego represents a
Immigrant populations are being dissolved into the American cultural melting pot. But here in San Diego, communities proud of their heritage are maintaining their diversity.
City centers. But it doesn't happen automatically. You have to make very specific decisions. And what I admire in San Diego is that they really want to keep the original flavor of it.
Barrio Logan is one of the oldest and most culturally rich urban neighborhoods in San Diego. It seems to be working. San Diego is one of the most ethnically diverse cities in the US, with over 100 different languages spoken.
I feel like San Diego reflects, which is that people from so many different countries and cultures collide. You have the Mexicans, the Vietnamese, and Filipinos, and Chinese all coming together is a force for innovation.
An upside to the cultural mosaic where communities are encouraged to preserve. One of those dedicated San Diegans at the forefront of the craft brewing industry is Neva Parker. As head of laboratory operations, she specializes in developing yeast, a key biological ingredient in the brewing process.
Develop a new technology for...
In the near future, most of the world's population will live in cities. The luckiest people will live in small, planned, and smart cities like San Diego. But all the urban planning in the world would come to nothing if the city had blown its greatest asset, the ocean. Safeguarding the health of the ocean life and its resources is key. Without it, even the smartest city will falter. It is a tough task. It's made doubly difficult for San Diego due to an explosion in its population. A difference. At SeaWorld San Diego, the city's major theme park, they're protecting ocean life with research that has led to medical advances in the care of marine animals. Andrew's hitched a ride on a famous
6,000 square feet of sail area.
That's bigger than my apartment. The geography of the bay is just...
The port is important for commercial cargo, but it's also the largest naval base on the US West Coast.
We very much jobs that support the U.S. Navy. There's not many locations left in the United States where ships are actually being constructed, and San Diego is one of those locations.
But with smart...
a vibrant city where you can also feel quite relaxed. And that's what I find with San Diego. Out of all the cities in America, it's got that vibrant feel and a lot of pace and energy, yet it's still, it's not overwhelming. The lifestyle is very relaxed.
To understand the key to that relaxed lifestyle, Andrew heads for the city's communal heart, the beach. And with 70 miles of breaks, this is a city that among many other sports loves to surf. For some, it's also an opportunity to give back to the community.
Beach. You take advantage of the outdoors when you live in San Diego. And it's very prevalent when you drive around.
박물관이나 갈 수 있냐 그랬더니 5월에 하면 문을 닫는데 우리 그 호텔이 있는데 3개가 있는데 문을 다 닫는데 5월에가 또 그래서 그것도 못 보고 그래서 그냥 오늘 아니 내일 또 저녁에 떠나니까 그걸 바꾸면 또 똑같은 얘기가 되는 거죠. 예, 그러니까 그냥 놔두고 이 버스랑 예약하는 거 모든 거 그다음에 음식점 거리나 이런 게 다 있어서 바꾸면 안 좋을 것 같아요. 그래서 원래 칠레는 없는 건데 제가 이렇게 넣어달라고 해서 넣어가지고 조금 시간이 여유가 생겼으니까 그냥 쇼핑센터가 무지하게 크대요. 그렇게 하고 값이 싸답니다. 그래서 그냥 오늘 그냥 구경 가는 거로 하고 시리토로 내일 하는 거로 하고 이렇게 좀 해주십시오. 예, 감사합니다. 예, 그러면 오늘은 저희가 점심을 먹고 같이 저희가 오늘 쇼핑에 한번 가서 커피를 마셔주셔도 되고 아니면 저희 그냥 쇼핑만 해도 되고요. 그 다음에 내일은 저희가 사프투어를 하면서 중간에 셔틀에 있는 저기 무슨 박물관에 한번 저희가 같이 가서 여기서 있는 유명한 박물관을 한번 또 찾아보도록 하겠습니다. 어차피 마추픽추에 가시면 하루 종일 걸으셔야 되니까 산 걸으셔야 되니까 오늘은 이제 좀 도시에 대해서 좀 더 보고 하는 시간을 갖도록 예.
무슨 광장 같아요?
자, 오늘 저 장모님이신데요? 저한테 말씀해 주신 분이? 네, 장모님께서 아주 좋은 질문을 해주셨는데요. 제가 답을 드리겠습니다. 장모님께서 두 가지를 질문해 주셨습니다. 하나는 크레딧 카드를 여기 백화점에서 받느냐, 두 번째는 여기 스페셜을 바꿔서 쓰시다가 남았을 때 그걸 달러로 바꿀 수 있느냐. 아르헨티나는 틀리게 여기는 그거 다 됩니다. 둘 다. 그러니까 카드를 쓰셔도 되고요. 크레딧 카드를. 그 대신에 크레딧 카드를 쓰시는데 여기서 외국 사람이 크레딧 카드를 쓸 때는 차지가 붙습니다. 7%. Pero, ¿dónde cobras? 그러니까 저쪽에서 만약에 그 나중에 그 카운터를 받으실 때 그 7%가 붙어서 나올 거예요. 그렇죠. 여기서 외국 사람으로 카드를 쓸 때 그 차지가 붙는 겁니다. 예, 7%. 7%에 되게 놀라시네요. 저희 아르헨티나는 세금만 25%가 넘는데, 그렇죠. 미국에서 그랬구나. 아르헨티나는 기본으로 25%입니다. 뭐 한국 붙으면. 아니, 그건 아니고요. 세금 같은 거요. 예를 들면 저희 가게한테 세금 낼 때 어떻게 되냐면 25% 붙인 다음에 거기다 27% 붙인다. 예, 카드를. 예. 그렇죠. 네, 일부러 쓰라고 하는 것 같아요, 캐시를. 근데, 어쨌든, 제대로 좀 7%. 아르헨티나에서는 너무 쓰는 건데. 아르헨티나 사람들 외부에서 막 사갖고 가요. 예.
굉장히 한국하고 비슷하다.
예, 좋지. 그렇지. 한국처럼 사실을 사니까.
사람도 많은.
저희 여기 남자잖아요. 남녀는 각 나라마다 다 자세히 물어보셔야 됩니다. 페루 가셔서 또 궁금한 거 있으시면 또 그 페루에 나오시는 훌륭한 가이드님한테 다 물어보세요. 다. 참 나는 희한한 게 세금부터 시작해서 모든 것이 다 틀립니다. 네. 그리고 그 틀린 게 매년 또 틀려요.
맞아. 건물도 수학문이 많이 다르.
네, 그거 지금 제가 그 호텔에 가서 바로 카톡으로 저희 현지 부에노스 여행사에
건물 모양도 한국하고 비슷하고.
그러니까 만약에 여기 사시면 그 세금이 원래 세금은 그 있는 세금 자체 세금이 19%가 안부터 가시게 되는 거예요. 그러면 세금을 붓는 가격이 안 붙는 거죠, 그냥. 네, 조금 있으면. 아니요, 여기는 물건값에 세금, 예, 남미는 이걸 아셔야 되는데, 텍스가 안 붙어 있는 물건값이 많습니다. 그래서 저희 같은 경우는 어떻게 하냐면, 음식을 먹으러 갈 때 좀 세게 먹고 싶으면 나는 티켓 안 끊어줘도 된다. 그러면 거기서 세금을 안 붙이는 겁니다. 만약에 지금 저희가 예를 들어서 5불로 붙어 있으면 거기다가 세금을 붙여서 가격이 피날 가격이 되는 거죠. 파이널 가격이 되는 거죠. 남녀는 거의 대부분 그렇습니다. 미국 정도는 죄송합니다. 저 뭐 전혀 안 하겠어요. 저도
한국의 경우에는
아니요, 그냥 쇼핑센터입니다. 저희가는
돈이 많이 나와요. 안 하고 쌀이 사면.
저희 호텔 바로 근처에 그냥 베이직한 하나가 있고요. 내일 저희가 스티토를 할 때 좀 더 크고 괜찮은 곳을 간다고 합니다. 또 다른 거는 물어보신다고 소리 있는데 그렇잖아요. 칠레에도 파란돌이 유명한 것 같아요. 여기다 자체에서 나는 거.
여행 선물로 한 말하는 돌을 많이 있잖아.
네, 지금 얘기하기는 여기는 살 수 있는 것들이 참 여성들에게는 참 좋은 게 아니라 남성들에게 그렇게 살기가 어렵다고 지금 얘기를 하는 것 같습니다. 저기 꼬브라 굴인가요? 굴이 네. 그 페루에 있습니다. 네네. 알바카 페루는 페루에 가서 사시면 제일 좋은 걸 사실 수 있습니다. 네. 알바카는 페루, 와인도 여기가 좋죠. 그리고 보너스도 좋고요. 그리고 여기는 아르헨티나 가지고 좋죠. 네.
찍어드릴까요?